skate trigger. So this is Todd. He helped me with locating the road going to the trailhead. It had been washed out, and I'm here on my new KLR 650 adventure bike, and he's gonna watch it here for me at his camp, and that's awesome, dude. Thank you so much.
Yeah, nice meeting you, Kurt.
Yeah, and you're here bow hunting.
Archery for elk, yes.
Okay, and you said you saw one this morning?
Yep. Nice bull this morning. It was either a big 5 or a smaller 6-point. We got within about 85 yards, and we really need to be about 75 to make that shot. So. And
it was in this direction or down?
It was actually right up Carlton Creek, and then you head south about a mile or so.
Okay, so yeah. Over this way.
Yep.
Okay. Awesome, dude. Well, good luck.
Thank you.
That's pretty awesome. Okay, let's cross. And we need the road over there. For a spot up here with the setting sun. It is September 20th. Year's 21. And I'm gonna set my tent, and this is like a big rock outcropping here covered with moss. I came up here because the sun is shining. This might be by far the best camp spot this year. Yeah, it'll work. The thing is, we've had 2 or 3 days of heavy rain, thankfully. And everything is still wet. And this will be nice and dry here tonight. Warm. It's tonight is the harvest moon, a full moon. Closest to the beginning of fall, and it's gonna track over this ridge here. I might see it. It's kind of coming out later, 10 o'clock maybe. And this is the Carlton Creek drainage. You can see the ridge over here and another here. Gear. Yeah, my same old tried and true Alpine low Alpine. This pack has been going for thousands of miles, years. Frog togs, rain gear. Yeah, I've got extra clothing, socks and underwear, and long john pants. A short sleeve kind of a vest, water, bladders, filter, health and emergency stuff to stay clean. My stove is in here, alcohol burning stove, coffee cup, and 7 days of food here, maybe, hopefully. And this is my nature hike tent, freestanding, great for this location. I've got a new Sierra Designs down bag, 0-degree down bag, first time trying it tonight. And it's called the Taquito. That's it. Nature hike, accordion pad, a couple cameras, a couple maps, and a book. Yeah. I had a great night here. And my new Taquito sleeping bag kept me nice and warm. I had to dress down last night. I had on too many layers and was sweating. But when it was colder, it was nice. Not too much, just enough. And there's some good leg room in this bag. You'd think a mummy bag would constrict your legs and your feet. No, it's pretty nice, and there's even like a little knee room to get a little, you know. I'm pushing up to American Ridge. It's in the northern part of William O. Douglas Wilderness. I've probably got about 8 miles to go just to get to the Pacific Crest Trail, and then maybe another 3 to get to the ridge. Once I'm into the wilderness and old growth, I'm not going to push so hard. So I just saw a bear down here. That's the Carlton Creek Valley. Guess we're gonna do it. On the trail. Got the creek down here. And there's some nice old trees. And the forest is still wet. The wilderness. And no more clear cutting. Hey, so I'm in the wilderness. That's great news. Oh, I had to walk roughly 4 miles maybe, or 5, down the road. That was closed. It wasn't bad. and now I'm on the trail and still wet from the last storm, 2 or 3 days of rain. So I stopped here because there's not too many sunny spots. I'm on the shaded side of this creek valley. It's pretty damp. A little chilly, but not too bad. Once, you know, I'm moving, it's okay. And so I think I've got about 3 miles to get up to Carlton Pass, and I'll be looking for a spot to camp. Hopefully a clearing with some direct sun, dry my stuff out. And I'm pretty sure that once I'm up there, it'll be fairly dry the rest of my travels. There have been hunters using the trail, so I can see where it's been pressed down. It's pretty easy to follow in here. Oh boy, I made it. This is Carlton Pass, and over in this direction is Fish Lake. Probably 8 or 9 miles today. The last bit was pretty steep, pretty tired. There's a real nice spring just about 25 yards over here in this grass. Surprisingly, this spot here is dry, and it's what I really needed to find, was a dry spot to set up. I would have liked to have more sun shining on my area to dry these boots out. They're up on this rock with my socks. They're not horrible. It's gonna work out. This trail was pretty rough, only in the sense that I had to climb over blowdowns and navigate through muddy spots and look for the trail a couple times. So this night will be the perfect sky show for the moon. It should be full on all night. Yeah. Well, it was a dismal night, dismal morning. Condensation or dew just dropped down like crazy. My sleeping bag felt like it had sprinkled on me all night. I had my rainfly on with the front open to film the moon, and most everything stayed dry except the bag, maybe from my body heat. Everything out here was wet. The pack has got to be soaked. It's the other end of the lake. I took the scenic route. There's got to be the trail here, especially with the cut log. Nice colors, look at this. Right here is a spot where probably an elk was sleeping. There's a lake back here. There's my water. This looks like the camp. This is nice. That's not. That's nice. We'll look for a spot. This is Crag Lake. Maybe over here is Crag Butte. And I'm gonna call this home tonight. And now I'm getting some nice sun. I don't know how long it's gonna last. It was a short day, but just long enough. And I'm almost certain I'll hear some elk tonight whistling. And boy, if this were a hot summer day, this would be an excellent lake to swim in with this sandy bottom. Not too deep here. Okay, so here's an old trick when looking to set up your tent in a place like this. You can look at the pine needles and see where the water collects and flows when it rains. And it's not the ultimate guarantee you're not going to get wet, but it's going to help you from being set up in a puddle of water. And so if you look at where my pack is, you can see all these pine needles are just kind of, looks like they've been undisturbed. And it probably also that it doesn't get hit hard with rain. But look here, you can see the waters come down this way. You can actually see where it's come through here with those last storms. And here is an example of where it's puddled. I think this is a good choice. I'm not thinking it's going to rain, but you never know. And so also with this placement, I've got a wind block from the wind that's coming across the lake. And that slight breeze is going to help keep me dry. It may not necessarily keep me warmer, but it's going to help dry everything out. Hi. Oh, hello. That's a warm-up meal. Bone broth and grits. And it seems it's all coming together at the right time. It's starting to sprinkle. If the clouds stick around, it won't be as cold tonight. Last night, I'm thinking it was close to freezing because when my nose gets cold when I'm sleeping and I feel that I need to cover it up somehow, it's close to freezing or below freezing. I feel a whole lot better here than where I was last night. This morning I was just waiting around for the warm-up and finally realized it wasn't coming, and I didn't want to spend another night there. So I did the short 3-mile hike to get here, have some flowing water. I wasn't sure if it would be flowing. Sometimes what happens is the lake kind of dries and goes down in level and doesn't reach the point of draining. That's a nice thing. It's going to be a great day. So the elk that was whistling up here was all in this lake basin, and it's pretty big. It slopes up gently over that way, and I think he's still back there. I heard some noises, but he was going all night. It was like a party, and I heard some other ones farther away. He was close, just down here. The lake drainage is right down here, and I could hear him clopping through the water, making its noises. Got to be an elk or two or three or whatever. The wind is coming this way and I smelled them. This is the top of the Crag Lake Basin here. And this is where the elk were whistling. And just over this, it goes down to the Carlton Creek Trail. I'm alive. Here's the view. There's the lake I was at this morning. That's Mount AIX. I know that. Bismarck Peak, somewhere over here. Mosquito Peak. William O. Douglas Wilderness. It's not toasted yet. And I'll bet anything it's gonna get better over here. This is Rainier National Park. Right there, old Snowy. I climbed that one on the right. Long time ago. Mount Rainier. So far down this valley, there's still some fire smoke. I thought it would be non-existent after that storm, the rain that came through. Pretty much why I waited to get up here. And now I'm up top. I'm up pretty high. I want to set a base camp, but I need to stock up on water. Okay, I'm looking at this, and I was just over there filming. There's a nice camp, and this is not very far down to get to that water, because I could drop all my gear, set my tent. There's a nice sunny location. I could go down there and wash my clothes and get my water, come back up and be done. This is my view from camp, and here we are tucked in these trees. I'm going down to this lake, or to the feeder of this lake for water. Gonna clean some clothes. And my long johns might be dry for tonight. I don't know if there's enough sun. Let's go. This trail is hardly dropping at all. Yeah, there's a footprint back there. That trail is not going where I want to go. So, I'm going over to this rock. Hey, look, there's water. Maybe I don't need to. Hey, this is great. That's all I need. Just came down from that trail that just seems to go straight across and didn't drop. And this will do just fine. Bar soap. try not to get the soap in the water. A lot of nice lather. Okay. All right. Poor man's bath. Real simple. You just lather this up with soap, clean your stuff, put water on here, squeeze out the soap, more water, and you rinse. I feel fresh. Yeah, back at camp. Got some clothes drying. I feel refreshed. I've got 5.5 liters of water here. And thankfully I didn't have to go down there. That's what's called two lakes. Basically I went almost straight across this kind of caldera here to that clearing over there. Pretty sure. Now there's a fire I pointed out. And that big water body down there is Bumping Lake. And got some whistling elk over here. It's morning time. Crystal clear day. East wind picked up. And if you remember, I pointed east to that fire. And so the fire smoke has been coming this way all night. I have a headache. It smells like smoke. You can't really tell that looking this way. You can tell looking sideways, and of course you can tell looking this way. It's a change of plans. It's time to go. It's too bad. Because I came for this very place, this very kickoff point for a day hike on the crest, on the American Ridge, what little of it I could do in one day. Not only does that smoke cause a headache and discomfort, and it's not really healthy to breathe it, there's a real fire danger with this wind, regardless of how far away that is. 6 to 10 miles, I don't know. But if you ever watch those documentaries, Black Saturday, Black Friday, hardcore. People die from fires. Well, I'd hate to even think it would happen, but the chance is there that that fire could just spread this way. And the wind blew my alcohol stove flame out. Just the right time. That coffee's perfect. Hey, I found the perfect spot for some morning coffee. Right here. Look at this chair. Oh yeah, look. A little rough. Oh wait, let me try this one. Oh, there. I can lean back. Got a block here from the wind. Let's see how good it is. All right. Now that's blood. And that hurts. Moleskin. The Band-Aid. I've got 7 or 8 miles more and they're talking about rain tomorrow. Back on the Carlton Creek Trail. Dealing with a nasty broken blister. It happened really fast. Wet, dirty socks, probably. And one thing to mention is it's always easier to follow a trail going downhill. Easier to see it. I got 3 miles of this and then 4 miles of road to walk. All the mushrooms come out after the rain. Oh man, I'm almost done with this trail. It's here. Oh my God. My foot is killing me. There's the road. Thank God. Come on. Is it? Come on. Down here. Oh boy. Ow. I had to do it. It was either get through it or stay on the other side. There's no stopping in between on that trail. And now here's the road that's closed. It's still not going to be easy. It's still 4 miles. And I'm concerned about the motorcycle and also that it's going to rain tomorrow. And I don't know if I'll want to ride tonight, but I just feel I want to get back there.